What's up everybody, I'm Scott and welcome to the Travel and Invest channel. If you haven't heard, American Express's 4 co-branded Delta credit cards have undergone a few changes as of January 30th, including a new look, and also currently have one of the best increased sign-up offers I've seen from them in a while. I personally have gotten a lot of value out of Delta miles traveling to Brazil and South America. If you want to see details on how many points it took to book those trips, as well as trip highlights, I'll post those videos above. Today we're going to be taking a look at some of the key changes of the Delta co-branded credit cards, as well as going over the current increased sign-up offers, which end April 1st. If you want to take a more detailed look into the new changes, I'll put my full review of the cards above as well. I'm going to review these increased sign-up offers in order of annual fees. So starting with the Delta SkyMiles Reserve card, the increased sign-up offer is two-tiered. First, you're going to receive 80,000 miles towards flights and 20,000 medallion qualifying miles towards status after spending $5,000 on the card in the first 3 months of account opening. On top of that, in year 2 after you pay your annual fee, you'll receive an additional 20,000 miles towards flights. Delta miles are valued at around 1.3 cents per mile depending on the location you're traveling to and deals you can find, which means your 100,000 mile sign-up offer is valued at $1,300. Now that's a really good sign-up offer, but this card does come with a $550 annual fee, which is pretty hefty for an airline credit card. Some other key features of the Delta SkyMiles Reserve card are that you're going to get Centurion Lounge access and Delta Sky Club access for no charge. As far as point earnings, you're going to earn 3 miles per dollar spent on Delta purchases and 1 mile per dollar spent on everything else. Also, you're going to get a domestic first class or Comfort Plus round trip companion certificate each year just for renewing your card. Now again, this card has a pretty big annual fee of $550. I will only recommend this card to individuals who fly Delta very often and who are trying to obtain status, which isn't most people. But if you're in the market for that, this might be a good pickup for you. Now the Delta SkyMiles Platinum card is a much better card for normal everyday travelers who fly Delta. And I must say, the sign-up offer is looking pretty good. I already have the card, but if I didn't, I'd more than likely apply for the card now. The sign-up offer is almost the exact same as the Delta SkyMiles Reserve card. Again, you're going to receive 80,000 miles towards flight after spending only $3,000 on the card in the first 3 months of account opening. Also, in year 2 after you pay your annual fee, you'll receive an additional 20,000 miles towards flights. The only difference is you're not going to receive the 20,000 medallion qualifying miles towards status like you do with the Delta SkyMiles Reserve card. But again, if you're not flying Delta quite often, this shouldn't really matter. Again, Delta miles are valued at about 1.3 cents per mile, which means your 100,000 mile sign-up bonus is valued at about $1,300. Some other key features of this card is that you're going to earn 3 miles per dollar spent on Delta purchases in hotels, 2 miles per dollar spent on restaurants and US supermarkets, and 1 mile per dollar spent on everything else. On top of that, you're going to receive a round-trip domestic companion certificate each year you renew your card. This card does come with a $250 annual fee, but I personally think it's well worth it. 100,000 miles valued at $1,300 and an annual companion certificate? For sure. The companion certificate alone could possibly cover the cost of the annual fee if you already fly Delta each year with a companion. I would recommend this card to anybody who flies Delta and who may be planning a trip and can use these miles to cover the cost of the flight. When I got the card, they had a sign-up offer of 70,000 miles, which I used to fly round trip to Rio de Janeiro. Well worth it. Also, before I forget, one thing I forgot to mention is that the Delta SkyMiles Reserve card and the Delta SkyMiles Platinum card are now metal credit cards, which is pretty cool. Before we move on to the last 2 cards, one thing that I wanted to touch on in regards to hitting these minimum spending requirements in order to obtain the sign-up offer is that you don't have to and probably shouldn't go on some kind of shopping spree in order to meet these minimum spending requirements. Just use your credit card to pay for your everyday bills and expenses that you would normally use your debit card for. For example, your car insurance, cell phone bill, cable, grocery expenses, rent, and anything else you would normally use your debit card to pay for. To hit these spending requirements, just use your credit card to pay for those things. Then use your debit card to immediately pay off your credit card. That way you stay out of debt while obtaining these sign-up bonuses. Moving on to the Delta SkyMiles Gold Card. The card currently has a sign-up offer of 60,000 miles after you spend $2,000 on the card in the first 3 months of account opening, plus 10,000 bonus miles after you renew your card. Valued at 1.3 cents per mile, this sign-up offer is worth about $910. Some key features are that you're going to earn 2 miles per dollar spent on restaurants, US supermarkets, and Delta purchases, and 1 mile per dollar spent on everything else. This card has a $99 annual fee, which isn't bad for what you're getting. I would recommend this card to, again, anybody who flies Delta or who is planning a trip and can use the sign-up offer to cover the cost of the flight. Lastly, there's the Delta SkyMiles Blue Card, which is a no annual fee credit card. The card currently has a sign-up offer of 15,000 miles after you spend $1,000 on the card in the first 3 months of account opening. That 15,000 miles is valued at around $180. As far as point earnings, you're going to earn 2 miles per dollar spent on Delta purchases in restaurants worldwide and 1 mile per dollar spent everywhere else. Now, I actually wouldn't recommend this card to anyone, as you can get much more value with one of the other 3 credit cards. However, if for some reason you stop getting value from one of the other 3 credit cards, you can always downgrade it to this no annual fee option. All in all though, I think these increased sign-up offers are really good. And if you've been on the fence about getting one of them, now might be the best time. If you're interested in one of these cards and you want to support the channel, a good way to do so is to apply for the card using the referral links in the description box below. If you got any value from this video, please smash that like button because it helps the channel more than you may know. Also, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. If you're interested in checking out some of my other videos like my Delta Lounge tour or reviews on other American Express credit cards, you can click on one of the videos here. Have a good one, and I'll see you in the next video.